Let's bring in the man himself of the hour, Robb Quinn. Everybody say Robb in the chat below. Let's go. Say Robb in the chat below. Woo! The crowd is going crazy for you, my brother. Looks like, guys, let's do a quick poll here really quick before Robb gets started with his amazing presentation. Guys, how many people of you that are here right now, there's hundreds of you guys from all over the world. How many of you guys know Robb Quinn? Drop a number 6 in the chat. If you have seen Robb Quinn, if you've seen his ads, if you've been in his group, wow. Robb, you're a popular guy, man.
You just got a good family here, man.
Hey, Robb, you ready to go? Are you pumped up right now?
Woo! Man, I'll tell you what, that was a good one. You put together an amazing panel, bro. Amazing job.
Thank you, man. And guys, we are only getting started. For those of you guys who are coming on here right now, Robb's about to do his presentation. After Robb Quinn, we're going to do a 5-minute break, and then we're going to keep going through the rest of the day. We have a bunch of amazing speakers, so what I want you guys to do is make sure to cut out all distractions, okay? If you can focus and you can take in everything that these presenters are saying, then you will be able to scale your agency faster than ever. These guys did not come on here for their health. Okay, they came on here to literally just help you guys. This presentation is not going to change Robb's life because he already knows this stuff. It's going to change your life. So all I ask you to do is just literally take out all the distractions and focus on what my man Robb Quinn has to say. Robb, you ready to rock and roll, brother?
Woo, let's do it. Let's go.
All right, awesome, guys. Just also a quick little note. For those of you guys, and also for Robb, you to know too, we're on Zoom. Zoom's being a little funky right now. The most important thing is are you using a slide deck, Robb?
I am, yep.
All right, awesome, cool. So if you're using a slide deck, they might not be able to see you in the top right or top bottom, but that doesn't matter because they can hear you perfectly and they see your slide deck, okay? So Robb, I'm gonna let you take it away, brother. Let's go. 5 in the chat for Robb. Let's go, 5, 5, 5.
Awesome, fam. Yeah, let's drop those 5s. This is going to be a lot of fun. Here's the thing. You got some really, really intelligent people on this panel. So I want to make sure that you can leave with actionable steps today as everyone's giving you. There is some amazing information that's getting dropped here. So my goal for you today is I want to show you everything recent. So I want you to see what's going on right now, what happened over the last quarter and what we're using and how effective it still is. And then I also want to be able to give you something to do either right after this during the intermission or right after the event. So this way you can make some money this week. So this way everyone can, I hope everyone got the recording of this because this is lit. This is very, very good stuff. So let's just get right into this. I'm going to change my view here. Let me change it on here. Does that sound good with everybody? You guys want to go ahead and just take some stuff with you so you can make some money this next week? How does that sound? All right, so let me do present mode so it looks a little bit nicer here, huh? If you guys can still see everything, go ahead and drop just a 1 so I know we're good to go, and I'm gonna get rolling here. We're limited on time, so I wanna make sure I can get to everything here so you guys have what you need. So drop some 1s in there, let's rock and roll. Let me pull up the chat. Cool, cool. All right, let's get started. So this is how we do things organically. I'm gonna show you how this works with organic and paid. This is our organic lead automation flywheel. I know we probably have a lot of different businesses on here, agency-wise, and then at different stages in their business. So I want to show you what you can do from an organic standpoint, and then what happens also whenever you launch ads in conjunction with it, and then that serious, just amazing effect that can have when you combine the two together. So let's dive into that. You guys already know, my name is Robb Quinn. I'm the CEO and founder of the sales agency. We specialize in sales development for agencies, developing better sales systems. So let's get into what that looks like here. So we have something called a flywheel. And if you guys are in business or you've seen any sales movie at all ever, you have probably heard the saying, the FU money is in the follow-up, right? Can I get some 3s in the chat if you've heard like the FU money's in the follow-up? Well, that's no joke. The majority of your sales are going to come from follow-up. So what I'm going to show you here is how we've been able to implement what we see from a client support standpoint, because we use client support to help our sales, and then also from a data standpoint with follow-up, and we added it into our front-end process. So this is what that looks like. So don't let this confuse you too much. I'm going to dive into the sections and how this works. So this way you guys have a clear understanding and you can actually set this up if you'd like to. Okay, next slide. All right. So like I said, I want to give you all this stuff up to date. So the numbers, this is going to be a common theme. I'm just going to show you what happened in Q2. So this way you guys can get a good look at what it looks like recently. So we'll look at April through June. Using this system, we were able to book 345 appointments that we actually tracked through our systems. This doesn't count anything that was booked manually. So this was from the last quarter. You can just see there it's 345. So you'll see the methodology and how this works here. The whole idea of this whole ecosystem of the flywheel is to have list nurturing on steroids, okay? We do this with a combination of email lists, chat bots, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and your personal Facebook page. Now, if you don't have all of these things, totally fine. Don't worry about it. I'm going to show you the workaround. If you have questions, write them down. We're going to go over them at the end if we have some time. We do have to make sure this is condensed and straight to the point. So there's going to be no fluff here, so we can make sure we hit all the key points. The idea of this entire strategy is to cultivate a hub of like-minded individuals, AKA your buyers, okay? If you guys have seen my ads, I saw a bunch of people in the ads here said they liked the ads, they seen the ads, or they saw me in that Facebook group or something like that. That is a testament right there, right? That's validation that it helps to be able to have the ecosystem set up. Cool, makes sense. So here's some house rule essentials that you want to make sure that you have set up if you're going to do this, because as you drive traffic, for example, all the speakers that you see today, you're going to want to look them up if you see a speaker that you like. So you want to make sure that you're able to optimize or to be able to get those eyeballs and turn them into phone calls, which turns them into revenue, right? So if you do that and you're getting attention, you guys have probably heard the saying, attention is currency, only when you do it right. So here are the house essentials to make sure you're doing it right. You want to make sure that you have a Facebook group, that you have a banner, right? That looks good, looks professional. This one's a little pixelated because I expanded it. But you want to make sure that you have a group there. Our group name is different now. It's 7-Figure Sales Secrets, but this was a group photo that we had. You want to make sure you have a personal banner. So this way, when people go to your page, the banner has a CTA, AKA call to action. So this way you can send them to wherever you want them to go. So in this case, we send people to our Facebook group. I'm going to show you why we send them to our Facebook group in a second. You want to make sure you have a feature photo. This is the thing on the side of your personal Facebook, right? It's on the side there, so you can send people somewhere. It's another CTA. Next, you want to have a group name. So if you have a Facebook group, this is for you guys, or you want to create a Facebook group, this is for you guys. Make sure your group name is ideal to your audience, specific to them, or ideal for them. So ours is 7-Figure Sales Secrets, Coaches, Consultants, SMMA. Okay, we focus on just agencies of all kinds. So that's what we do. You'll notice it used to be 6-Figure Sales Secrets before we became a 7-figure company. So we just update things as we move as a company. You want to make sure that you implement group questions. So they'll ask to buy from you. You can nurture the ones that don't. Here's an example of what that looks like. So I laid all this out for you guys. So if you wanted to pretty much test us, go through everything we're going to give you today, just to feel what the experience is like, you can do that. Right? So go to my Facebook, you can see my banner, click on that, go to the Facebook group, opt in. You're going to notice my team's going to reach out to you, what the whole process looks like. Look, Chad right here, or Chatty is like, I just did. See, there you go. This is another great example of why you want to make sure that you're optimized, your profiles are, so this way you can turn attention into currency. Over here, this is an example of what our questions look like. You guys could just, steal these questions if you want to. This first question we ask, where are you at in revenue? Where do you want to be? 6 to 20,000. Do you want us to reach out to you? We can show you how we do what we do. They say yes, and then give us their email address. Literally, these are leads of people raising their hands to say, I would like to buy from you, please. Who wouldn't want leads like that, right? Put in the chat, I want leads like that. You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't want leads like that? So definitely you want this right now. Set this up. If you don't have it, if you have a group, make sure you have those. If not, you're throwing away leads. And if you guys want to go through this entire process, go in there right now, and then you'll see what that looks like. My team will reach out to you and you'll go through the whole shebang, right? The whole experience of what my company looks like. So another thing you want to have there is pin in your group. You want to have greeting posts. This greeting post is going to indoctrinate them into other things that you have, whether that be lead magnets, other little offers, things like that. So pin this in the announcements tabs, pin also a video of what you do. Okay, so this gives them the chance to watch you do what you do and to book a call with you. This is another way to get people to book a call in your group. So this is just me live closing. Some fun stuff I like to do sometimes in the group is I like to do what I do professionally live. So I live stream me closing a $36,000 deal inside of my Facebook group. So my whole group of 9,000 plus people had the chance to watch me live, one call close it. So sometimes I like to do that stuff in the group. Some other house rule essentials with your chat bot and what this looks like on the back end, okay? So what you want to build out in your chat bot is you'll create a sequence, okay? This is very, very simple. I'm going to show you guys how simple it is, but again, simple is duplicatable and is scalable. So you want to be able to keep everything simple. So one day we have an intro to your brand. It's the same way you would with emails, right? You offer them 7 days of free training. It's a 1,000-foot overview of the training. I'll show you what that looks like in a sec. You want to have a one-day webinar invite or send them to a mini webinar or VSL, that kind of thing. You want to have 1 day to ask you questions. Some people will go through training. Some people will watch a webinar, but they're still not ready yet. So you want to make sure you give them the chance to ask you any questions they have, okay? Next, you want to make sure that you want to segment the lists of people that purchased or didn't purchase, so then you could properly advertise to them down the road. Boom, boom, boom. Don't know why that feature's that in there. We'll keep going. So this is what that looks like just from a stats standpoint. You can just see as people going through this, click-through rates, open rates, things of that nature. Like I said, everything we're going to show you here today is recent. You're going to see numbers, that kind of thing. So this is how that works in that sequence. The messaging is very simple. We just do day 1 of 7. We let them know what that video is going to be. We said your first name. Again, you guys can screenshot this, copy it if you want to, whatever. As promised, here's the first training video of the components we're going to show you. Boom, there's the video. When they click the link to go watch the video, this is what the page looks like. Nothing crazy. The bottom half of that page is just going to be testimonials, but it's literally just you going in, explaining high level what you do, and then offering them another free thing to help get them on their way, right? My whole motto is, first of all, I like to sell first. Okay, I want to make an offer to somebody first. That being said, there is a group of people that still needs to be able to maybe make a little money before they work with you, earn your trust a little bit, or trust you a little bit more, things of that nature. So we want to make sure we can appeal to each different audience. So here's what we're going to do today. This is my challenge for you guys today at the end, because I want to make sure you guys can make some money this week, and I want to help you do that. Even if you don't ever reach out to me, this is my way to help you out. I'm going to help you book some appointments this week so you can go sell something. Who wants to go do that? Who's down for that? Huh? Can I get a me? Just drop a me down there. If you guys are down for that, I'm going to give you scripts, what to do, all that good stuff. So this way you guys can make some money, right? Chad's already given people money back for just being here, which is freaking insane, by the way. Amazing. So I'm going to help you out too, since he did the same thing. So make money selling what you may or may not have created yet. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And this will come at the end, so just stick with me. Any questions you have, write them down, ask them at the end. So this way you guys, I can help you out with whatever time we have left. So tools for the Flywheel. Don't get overwhelmed with what I'm about to show you. This is just a software that we use. Again, you can screenshot this, check it out later, whatever you want to do. This is just what we use. I'm not going to get into each one individually. You can screenshot what each one is for. So this way you can know what we use. So these are all the different softwares used to run the ecosystem. You guys can screenshot that if you'd like to. Just look at it later, okay? If you didn't get the replay of this, then that is wild. You need to make sure you get the replay of this entire event. This is what that Flywheel looks like again. It's very, very simple, guys. I'm going to walk through it really quick now that you guys have the gist of the house essentials and what you want to have set up to make sure when you get eyeballs on you, you know how to turn them into currency, right? Or at least get them on a phone call so you have the chance to turn them into currency. So it all comes down to this initial lead magnet funnel, okay? So you can run paid ads to it, which I'll show you what that looks like in a sec, because again, like I said, I want to give you real life numbers over the last quarter so you guys get a good idea of that. So you can run paid ads to this lead funnel, a lead magnet funnel. And then this is what the lead magnet funnel looks like. We have made some adjustments in the actual pricing of this. Just so you know, now our funnel is a $27 plus a $7 order bump, plus a $67 upsell, and then a thank you page to book a call. So I'll show you what those stats look like too, in case you want to put something like that together. What happens after people opt in? They get the actual deliverable, which is whatever you said you're going to give them, the lead magnet. And I'll show you how to create a lead magnet if you don't have one yet. We're going to get into that in a sec with a really quick, simple strategy, leveraging your assets that you currently have or don't have. The next email that goes out is going to be an invitation to your Facebook group or another social platform you have that you're constantly updating information on. Once they go to your Facebook group, which you guys saw the questions, you're going to accept them into the group. Once you accept them into the group, what's going to happen is it's going to automatically put them into a retargeting audience on Facebook. You're also going to send them a new lead magnet, which is a greeting gift coming into your group, right? You're giving them a different incentive to want to join on top of already wanting to join. And then the next email from there is they book a call and then again, ask you anything. That all comes from just entering your Facebook group, okay? You should have different sequences, all right? Over here, after the Facebook group message, you're gonna invite them to your YouTube channel or whatever other social platform you have. And then your fourth one is to book a call. Last email again is to ask you anything, wanna start up a conversation. Terrence over here asks, isn't Facebook bot restricting such messages? They are, so that's why you wanna make sure that you are shooting them out properly. You wanna do it in less than 24 hours. So this is how you can kind of do the loop around with that. Marketing, when it comes down to marketing, you just wanna make sure that you're always being able to, like, we don't run our own ads at this point. We have teams that do that and build this stuff out at this point. But that being said, like, you always want to make sure that you're looking at angles, okay? There's always ways to make something work. It's just an option if you're choosing to look at it from a different perspective. So once they download this lead magnet as well, inside of the initial lead magnet, the email body copy, right? So they go through your funnel to download whatever free thing you're giving them. Inside of the email for the deliverable, you're going to put a ref URL. If you're not familiar with what that term is, you can just Google it. It's with ManyChat. Basically, it's a link that pushes them over to your chatbot. Because once they download it from your chatbot, it's automatically going to throw them into this 7-day mini course, which I just showed you guys the stats on. Okay, so that's what this looks like right here. Bam. Okay, next slide. If you guys are digging this so far, go ahead and just put a freaking 1,000 in the chat box. We're going to move on to the next thing. I'm moving through this super fast. But I'm telling you guys, this is super powerful. I'm going to show you some stats and what happens when you actually add ads to this as well. If you guys are confused yet, it's okay. Don't worry. You know, my job today is very, very, very simple. All I want to do is give you the map to what's possible, showing you actual results of what's happening as we currently use it as a 7-figure company, and then also how to land some appointments for yourself so you can close some deals for the next week. Cool, you guys down? Let's keep going if you guys are down. All right, that's my only goal for today. I don't expect you to memorize everything out of the gate, but you should buy the replay if you haven't already. So the challenge at the end, just to let you know, first of all, so pretty much this is the system, what it takes to hit 7 figures. Jeffrey said, nope, it's not, guys. You can hit 7 figures many different ways. This is just how we did it. So a couple ways to make this work. This works when you know how to drive traffic, whether it's organic or predictable ads, okay? So how to drive them, you can do interviews. So this is a great way. Somebody else asking to do an interview in their group, or you can ask to do an interview in someone else's group in exchange for something that they would want. So they interviewed me in their group. You can see there's 95 comments. These are all leads, okay? These are people that were commenting on something they found interesting in that group. Next is in making Facebook posts and other big groups. So this is one I put in ClickFunnels, where you're basically just writing a post of how what that thing was that you used was helpful for your business. There's no CTAs, it's just a post. Because you'll notice down here, all these likes and comments are leads that you can reach out to. A lead magnet funnel, which is this thing we saw at the top, right? Which we talked about before. The lead magnet funnel is what we use aggressively. You guys have probably seen us run some ads to this. Again, I'm just going to show you what we did over the last quarter. This is our ad account. So what you'll notice is we spent $37,800 roughly over the last 3 months. We were able to mitigate 45% of that ad spend on the front end. I will say that this isn't really normal, but I will say that when you do it properly and you set it up the right way, this is very realistic. So essentially, of this $37,000, basically $38,000 that we spent, we basically only spent half of that, right? And then we profited on the back end with our high ticket because we got all these people on a phone call, or not all of them, about half of them. So next, you have a YouTube channel. The way you drive traffic through your YouTube channel, we're able to come over here and we put links down here at the bottom on our YouTube channel. This is passive traffic. If you know how to do SEO on YouTube, our team does a great job of that. So we're able to just drive additional traffic for free. Today, you're going to be using something called an attraction post. Now, I have 15 minutes left, so we're diving right into how you guys can actually use this to be able to drive some appointments and some sales. All right, who's ready for the challenge? Say I'm ready in the chat box. Let's get into it. I want you guys to make some money next week. All right, so here's the attraction post. Go ahead and screenshot this bad boy. This is what you're going to put up. You're going to don't copy me word for word, obviously, but I'm going to show you how you're going to put together the framework. Just go ahead and do this same exact thing. If you're saying to yourself, Rob, I don't have a product to sell. Rob, I don't know how to create a lead magnet. Rob, what do we do? Okay, well, here's what you do. First of all, here's the attraction post layout. Okay, this is the exact layout that you're going to use in order to build the copy structure, address the audience. You're going to say, I created a free training for you. Are you struggling with XYZ? Offer the free training, how to get the free training, and put some urgency around it. Okay. Next is make sure you have excitement as well. Next, here's how you handle the leads. Okay. You're going to reply to their comment, and also anybody that hearted it, thumbs up, any type of reaction, anybody that commented or reaction. Okay. And if this is going too fast for you guys, make sure you get the replay or do screenshots, whatever you need to do. I just want to make sure we have time so everyone can go get this and you guys can make some money. So you're going to reply to that comment. Hey, first name, can I DM you for the training? Right. Next is you're going to DM them the training. You're going to follow up within 3 hours to see how they felt about the training. Yes or no responses both lead to a conversation. Doesn't matter what they say. You're going to ask them these questions. What are your rev goals for the quarter or whatever? If you're in a different niche type agency, you don't do ROI based offers. You're going to ask them whatever a specific goal is for X amount of time. Then you're going to ask them what's happening right now. Don't get complicated, guys. Literally just say, so what's happening now? That's it. Then they're going to answer you. Then you're going to say, what's slowing you down or holding you up? Word for word. Okay. They're going to say whatever that is. Then you're going to say, let's talk. More specifically, you're going to say something like, I've had a lot of success doing this for agencies or whatever your audience is. If you're open to me lending some advice, we can set some time up to do that. All right. So that's what you're going to say to them in the DM, and then you're going to plug them into your CRM to make sure you're following up. Okay. Next. This is what that page looks like that you do for the training. So this is what that training looks like. We don't do anything crazy. It's literally just you do a video, you tell them, you know, you don't want to be one of those, and then you book a call, right? So that's how that works. If you're saying like, how do I make a lead magnet that people want? Well, here's how you do it. So if you don't have one or you want a new one. So just email your list or make a Facebook post or shoot out a chat bot blast. You're going to say, what's the one thing you're currently struggling with in X process, whatever the specific thing is that you guys are looking to solve. And then you're going to take that one thing, whatever the majority of those answers are, and that's your lead magnet, okay? You're going to list out the process for that, solving that specific solution from A to Z. And then you're just going to create a very short 8 to 15 minute video of really dense structured content with a CTA at the end of it to book a call. All right? Really simple stuff, right? So I promised you guys we would get to it. We went through the whole thing. This is how we set the whole thing up. I know this is a little bit faster than maybe some of the other presenters or whatever you're going to see, but I wanted to make sure that you guys had exactly what you needed to make sure that you guys could make some money using the exact lingo that we used in order to generate 250 grand our first year in business, scaling to a 7-figure business, you know, within 3 years. So let's go ahead and drop some questions. I want to answer any questions you guys have. Now's the time to do it. We did go things pretty quick. Wow, it's a lot of people putting comments in here. Isn't this mainly working to get agency clients versus local business? It is not. You can do this for anybody because at the end of the day, the internet is about people, and as long as people are doing something, you just need to get their attention, right? The whole idea of a social platform is to get attention from somebody and open up a conversation for you to be able to turn that into currency, okay? So awesome. Let me see what we got here. URL, what's the replay URL? You guys can get that from chat, I believe. Rob, how about LinkedIn? What's good opening message? We do LinkedIn automation as well, driving traffic from that. And anybody that connects with us from LinkedIn, we also dump them into a custom Facebook audience once they enter our email list, which that's all automated. This really helps with lowering the cost of your ads as well and building a list. So we do that. Opening messages are basically the same. Is this email sequence really effective for follow-up? Yes. So again, we're looking to be able to get them on our other platforms to nurture, but we also want to put them in a back-end brand sequence, which we also do. So we have a 90-day back-end brand sequence with anybody coming in that doesn't buy from us right away. If they do buy from us right away, we still put them in a different 90-day back-end sequence for client support. What would you say is best lead magnet for local business? Never guess on your lead magnets. Always do your market research. That's how we were able to run this tripwire or the mini offer on the front end. And we were able to profit out of the gate is because we didn't guess. We just used our client market research in order to build it out. So always ask your audience. If not, you're just gambling. Every niche has business problems to solve. Yes. Tips for managing a Facebook group, be on top of it. If you can't be on top of it throughout the whole day, bring somebody on so you can create an SOP, delegate that role to them so this way they can do that and manage the expectations. Is the agency model boring? Something's only going to be boring if you're not passionate about it. There's people out there that like to scoop poop and they enjoy what they do because they want to be the best at it. So I think scooping poop isn't very fun and I think it's boring, but some people want to be the best at it. Is that video you post on the ad a VSL? Yes, it is. We have a certain type of backend sequence for the actual application. It's where when people opt in, we collect their phone number and we send them additional video of us actually doing the craft we're teaching them to do. So they can get the overview of what we do, how we do it, success we've had, as well as a video of actually watching us do it. Oh, I guess probably stop sharing my screen here. Cool.
Why does it go like, got? Oh, I'm on. Hey,
what's up?
Hey there.
Oh, there we go. What's up?
I didn't even know I was coming on. I was sitting here listening to you. I was like, God damn, he's going in. Well, hot damn, he's going in.
I want some people to make some money, so I just want to make some
I don't want to kill. I want you to keep going. I wasn't actually supposed to come on, and then he threw me on. I was sitting here watching, and I was like, oh, I'm blown away right now. Guys, if you guys, first and foremost, if you guys think that this is amazing, drop a 300 in the chat right now. Right now, let's give it up for Rob a little bit. 300 in the chat really quick. Rob, I think they liked your stuff, man.
It's cool with you guys. Can I drop a link so people can actually go through our process if they want?
Yeah, drop the link. Go ahead and drop the link. Tell them where they can find you. If you want to give them a freebie, go for it.
Awesome, fam. You guys can download this. It'll go through our entire process. You can find me on Facebook or YouTube under Robb Quinn, R-O-B-B.
Rob, do me a favor. You sent that link privately. Send it to all the panelists so everybody can jump in.
I sent it to all panelists. Oh, and attendees. Oh,
and attendees. There we go. Make sure, guys, go ahead and click on that link if you want to snag Rob's reversal method. Go ahead and click that link. Rob, can I ask you a couple quick questions myself, man?
Hit me.
Hey, let me ask you a quick question. We got about 5 minutes to hang out here. I think we got about 5 minutes. Rob, what was the #1 thing you did in your business that was like the biggest shift for you? I just want 5 minutes really quick. Talk to me about like that one massive crazy thing that you did that just moved the needle for you so fast.
Yeah, that was that's an easy answer. Client support. So
client support,
not just making sure you're taking generating results. That's like what the industry has kind of made everyone think, but client support is surveying your clients. So we survey all of our clients in our program 4 different times once they get started with us to make sure we have the information on where they started and where they ended so we can build out different curriculum and fix our curriculum based on feedback.
Wow. Yeah, and you know what? It's funny that you say that because we're very similar here at DashClicks. You know, one thing for those of you guys just watching this, any piece of advice that I can give you guys that's kind of piggybacking off what Rob just said is he said client support was the biggest thing that moved the needle for him. Most of you guys might have thought before he even said that it was sales, it was prospecting, it was this one crazy thing that he did to get so many clients. Well, the biggest thing in business is actually not new sales, it's actually retention. Okay, and in this specific industry, in the agency industry for you guys, if you guys have a high churn rate, which basically means you're signing up a client and then they're falling off after 30 days or 60 days or whatever it is, right? If you have a high churn rate, what's going to happen is you're always going to be fighting to try to get new business just to replace your old business, right? But if you do what Rob just said, which is focus your energy on client support, what will actually happen is you'll retain clients and those clients will keep stacking on top of each other. And instead of you losing clients the next month, just trying to do whatever you can to just fill that client bucket back up, what happens is the client bucket just stacks. Who here, I want to just do a quick poll real quick, okay? Say yes in the chat if you love recurring revenue. Say yes in the chat if you love recurring revenue. For those of you guys who don't know what recurring revenue is getting paid every month on auto subscription, okay? Who loves recurring revenue? Who wants to get more recurring revenue? Who wants to make more money, right? Drop a yes in the chat. Really quick poll.
Everybody wants to. Look at that.
Yeah.
Can I add one more thing to what you just said too, man?
Go for it, brother.
On top of recurring revenue, guys, anything you build out on the front end for your sales system, if you just take all the answers from your client support and market research, which is what we did, ask the right questions to them, we built out our entire front end sales system based on the answers they gave us. So the only way you can be right every time and have better marketing is if you have all the right answers. That's it.
And that makes total sense. I love it, man. I love it. Rob, any final words? Let's just do this really quick before we close out here and go to the next speaker. Where can people find you if they want to follow you? I know you have, first and foremost, for those of you guys who don't know, okay, DashClicks, and I know I keep telling the story over and over and over, but I remember messaging Rob, and if you were here during my first presentation, that first message that I sent Rob, that was the one that got me and you together, right? And I remember sending you a first message, and then you didn't answer me, and I was like, okay, well, standard old Rob. Now I gotta message him again, right? Check your Facebook messages. But no, I messaged you, and you were like, yo, let's do something. And I was like, okay, check this out. Let's do a quick Zoom call. Let's talk about DashClicks, right? And I spoke to you about DashClicks. I was telling you, like, hey, we have this new platform. It's for agencies. Your group serves a bunch of agencies. We could probably do something together, right? And then we launched DashClicks, right? And then we launched in your group. I did an interview in a group. And we had hundreds of people in your group signing up to DashClicks within literally like 24 hours, okay? One, that's the power of honing in on owning your list, which means owning an email list, owning your group, which is also a list of people, right? Let's talk about lists for 1 second. Lists are probably the most powerful thing that you can have. I didn't realize that until I started up DashClicks, okay? And I'll be truthful with you guys, right? I was always focused on just running ads and doing some crazy stuff and just trying to generate like instant gratification, like instant sales, but actually gathering an email list, building your pixel, right? Doing things like that, that's actually what moves the needle. Because then when we do things like this, like think about it. I go out right now and I'll say, hey, we have a virtual summit that we're throwing. Dude, within 24 hours, we'll have like 500 people sign up to the summit. Just for my list. I didn't run any ads or anything, right? So that's what I'm talking to you. That's the power. That's the power that I'm talking to you guys about, having a list and making that happen. So guys, Rob, where can these people find you? What's your Facebook group called?
7-figure sales secrets, coaches, consultants, SMMAs. You could also click this link that I successfully spammed in the chat. Or you could
drop it in the chat, guys.
So Facebook and YouTube, just Robb Quinn, ROBBQUINN. Would love to chat with you guys, and I have a ton of free trainings on YouTube. I just freaking put it out there, so
go get it. Guys, one thing I want to say, Rob, stay on for 1 second. One thing that I really need to say is absorb the information. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys a quick little 30-second story here. Okay, when I first started this entrepreneurial journey, the thing that really took off for me was not only just mindset, was learning from other individuals, right? It's people like Robb Quinn, right? I want you guys also to know something. The people that you see here that are speakers of this event, anybody, quick poll, anybody ever heard of the Dream 100? Say 100 in the chat. Anybody ever heard of what the Dream 100 is? Can I share a little secret with you guys? You see this man right here, Robb Quinn? He's one of the people on my Dream 100. The next speaker that's going to be coming on, Ross Christofoli, he's one of the people on my Dream 100. Taylor Welch, who just presented, is one of the people on my Dream 100. Every single speaker that we have here today, I have physically in my life been impacted from them. Both on mindset, both mentally, both entrepreneurially, trying to like scale my business, learning all these ideas. And what happens is we become friends and then we start networking, right? And then I have calls with Rob all the time and we chat and we talk about business, right? How things are going. We share ideas and strategize together to grow, right? And that's what it's all about, right? So guys, really quick, let's give Rob, first of all, they can find you on your group. Is there anywhere else that you want to send them to like you, love you, share with you?
Nope.
Or is that link? Just click the link.
If you want to go through our entire process and see what it feels like, you can just click the link and you'll end up going through it. I really appreciate you having me on, bro. Super humbled. And I hope everybody was able to use this to go make some money because Dad's giving back. I want to give back too. That's how we roll. So,
Rob, thank you so much. Guys, say Rob in the chat. Let's go. Rob in the chat. Rob in the chat. Let's go, everybody.
Remember, guys.
Love it, Rob. Thank you so much. What we're going to do here, guys, is we are actually going to do a quick break for 4 minutes. Now, what this means is do not leave. Do not close out your Zoom chat, okay? What I want you guys to do is actually stick around, use this time to go run to the bathroom really quick. We have our next presenter coming on in literally 3 minutes. He's going to be coming on in 3 minutes. So during this time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a quick video for you guys of our InstaSites launch day. If any of you guys want to see the numbers that we did and the revenue that we generated from launching InstaSites the first day when we ever launched it,